It was one of those nights when the city felt heavier than usual. The rain tapped against the sidewalks, and neon lights reflected off the puddles like broken pieces of glass. I had just finished another long day, tired, bitter, and carrying more frustration than hope. My mind was full of deadlines and bills, and the last thing I wanted was another interruption. As I hurried down the street, I noticed him, a homeless man, wrapped in a thin blanket, sitting against a cold brick wall. His hands were cupped around a paper cup, his eyes tired but strangely kind. "Spare some change," he asked softly, his voice almost drowned by the sound of rain. I sighed. I didn't want to deal with it. I reached into my pocket, not for coins, but for something crumpled and worthless to me, a lottery ticket I had bought days ago. I never checked the numbers, never cared. I shoved it into his cup with annoyance and muttered, "Here, take this," before walking away. To me, it was just paper. To him, it was something. The next morning, I was half awake, sipping cheap coffee, when the news blared from the TV. The winning lottery ticket worth several $1 million has been confirmed, purchased just blocks away from downtown. My heart skipped. The camera zoomed in on the numbers. My hand shook. It was the same ticket, the very same ticket I had thrown away without a thought. I froze, breath caught in my throat. My mind raced. What had I done? Should I run back and find him? Would he even still have it? Regret clawed at me. But then something else happened. Later that day, as I walked through the city again, I saw a crowd forming near that same corner. And there he was, the homeless man. But this time, he wasn't invisible. He wasn't just another soul people passed by. He was standing tall, grinning ear to ear, tears streaming down his face as strangers shook his hand. In his hand was that ticket, the winning ticket. Cameras flashed, people cheered, and for the first time, he wasn't just surviving. He was seen, he was celebrated. I stood in the crowd, hidden, watching. My stomach knotted, but not from anger. This wasn't my loss, it was his miracle. That crumpled paper I threw away had become the key to his freedom. He wasn't just winning money. He was winning dignity, hope, a second chance at life. As I watched him laugh through his tears, I realized something that humbled me to the core. Sometimes the blessings we think are wasted were never meant for us. Sometimes we're just the delivery person for someone else's miracle. I walked away slowly, the rain washing over me, my bitterness dissolving with each step. That night, I gave away what I thought was nothing, but it turned out to be everything. And I'll never forget the lesson. What feels small, meaningless, even careless in your hands might just be the one thing that changes someone else's life forever.